Hi everyone. So today I wanted to talk about my plan to get over my phone and social media addiction. Um, I used to be really like properly addicted to gaming. I would literally game for like 12 plus hours a day just to, try to escape my reality. And then slowly, I realized very slowly that I was literally not living my life. So something had to be done or changed. And lately, I've been feeling like the the gaming has kind of been replaced by social media almost entirely, or social media. I mean like YouTube, or watching videos, or chatting with online friends, which that part is fine. I mean, uh, I do want to cultivate my friendships, of course. But I do feel like it takes away from myself, from my being present in my life. And mm, part of the reasons is how much it takes away and the way it overstimulates our nervous system, our mind at least, for sure. It's like really m- constantly multitasking in my mind and trying to find, the next dose of entertainment. It's just like that little kick. And it's really, we don't realize it because we're pretty much born into this, but it's literally addictive and highly overwhelming. It's just not natural. The brain is not designed to live like this, really. Um, it it makes me realize just how absolutely undisciplined our minds are in this era. And by era, I mean really like for the past, what, 20,000 years or something. I don't know, but especially our modern era, very, very undisciplined. I mean, at least some people back in the days, or even today in some places, had this yearning, this ability to realize that the mind had to be disciplined. It couldn't just roam free into addictions and try to grab into whatever kick is next, whatever dose of anything, really, just stimulation constantly. um I used to be very much into martial arts, and I kind of miss it. And it was all about kind of, just being there, being in that moment, and fighting. And that's it, no, it just really teaches you to be there. And that's something that I've kind of lost with time, um, with these the way I utilize this technology. Really, it's not the technology itself, although we could argue that it is designed this way, of course. And what else? Another reason is that it really encourages you to be a passive consumer, and while you're sitting there just feeding your mind all this crap, really. um just constantly all day long. And I mean, even at work, or at home, when you're just chilling, and you got nothing else to do, you're bored, you're gonna go on your phone, look at your feed, whatever, go on TikTok for some people, or YouTube Shorts, whatever, and just it's just one after the other, right? um Another big reason is that it projects your attention and your awareness outside of yourself, outside of your body, so that you're literally not even there. Like, your body is there, but where are you? Like, your awareness. I don't, most of the time, I don't feel like I'm here at all. My mind is wandering off somewhere and thinking about what skill I need to learn, what video should I watch, to learn that, or to, to entertain myself with, or which podcast should I listen to, which silly video do I feel like watching, anything really. And it's just like I'm not there, and constantly just thinking, always thinking. Just there's no end to it. When really thinking is just a tool. It shouldn't be our default mode. It should be something we use to navigate a situation that requires a cognitive analysis of sorts. But if you're just sitting there and not doing anything, why should your mind be thinking at all about all the problems of life in that moment, a moment that is completely neutral? You're just sitting there by the river or whatever, and you're thinking about all the problems, your finances, your investments, the things you got to do, um, your work, your family, your whatever. It's personally, it's driving me insane, low key. So I've been feeling like I need to go pretty much not full boomer, but kind of boomer. Like, although you'd be surprised, I've seen some really like older people completely absorbed into TikTok and stuff like that, which is not very encouraging, um, to me. But so for me, what I've decided actually is I've set like a kind of a schedule of sorts, so such that every week I only have about 3 or 4 days where, uh no, rather, I take 3 or 4 days throughout the week where I do not use my phone, or I strictly use it for work. So for my business stuff, sending emails, if I feel like designing something, or I get a creative surge and I want to, express that digitally, and I do that, or whatever, or doing a little bit of research, or writing, about my business plan or whatever. But other than that, I really try to reduce during those days that I really set every week. I really try to reduce completely my consumption of things that are unrelated to work, things that I really don't need to be doing. And if you're anything like me, with every meal you eat, you kind of want entertainment, don't you? At least for me, definitely. And I'm not the kind of people who grew up, we all eat together at the table, stuff like that. That was not how we did it. So I didn't grow up with that, and for me, it was like, maybe it's a human desire, when you eat, you want to be in good company, which is fair enough. And when you're alone, well, if you don't have good company, then a nice show will do the trick, right? Or anything like a video or whatever. But I've realized that even while I'm eating, watching something, I'm not there. I'm not there with my food. I'm not there with myself, and I'm absorbed into the show. And this is something that happens whether we eat or not, whatever. Whenever we watch something, we're really absorbed into it. Some people way more than others. For me, I realize it's not that extreme, but for some people, they're completely like, you can't even talk to them. That's pretty creepy. But it's a personal decision, really. I really want to try to cut back on my use of technology, um, just to try to be more present with myself, with my thoughts, to really realize and gain awareness of what are my thoughts doing, where are they trying to take me, which most of the time we don't really think about that. We just kind of follow them throughout the story that they create for us. And where does it take you, really? Nowhere, honestly. Um, it's pretty unhinged. the way our minds work in this era. Uh, the undiscipline of it, really. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. Do you feel like you have an addiction of this sort? Addiction destroys lives. It really does. But yeah, or tell me if you have any plans to cut back. I will say there were moments where I decided every week for one day, I chose Sunday because it's like the day before Monday, so I kind of want to reset my nervous system, if you will. So every week I did this for a while, a good while. I would literally not use my phone on Sundays at all, if not to just check the time, stuff like that. Um, or in the morning, I would check if there are any emails, urgent emails. But other than that, 30 seconds of use, not touch it at all. It literally felt like time was slowing down. It just completely shifted my perspective. Like the day was going so slowly. And at first, it can feel like, wow, this is boring. Like, because your brain is used to that, that, that constant kick, that constant dopamine feed, I guess you could say, fuel, which is overwhelming to the body, to the nervous system, which is all connected, right? So yeah, let me know what you think and how you feel about your relationship to technology, to your social media, to how you use it. Please, I'm really curious to know if I'm the only person feeling overwhelmed by this. So yeah, cheers and see you next time.